Okay. I tried taping it, holding it. It's so hard when I hold the phone. It's really hard to keep me in frame and to hold it still. I don't want people to get sick. I just wanted to talk to you about this one. I don't know if I did talk to you about this book, but it was so good that I read. I believe this was last month. And this was Frequent Flyers Catch Flights, Not Feelings. And it's a novel by Noe Kirwan, which I'll put the name right there so you can see it. I've had the book hostage for a little while. So I have a hold on at the library that I have to pick up. And I can't pick up that unless I return the books. So the hostage is going back now. We're going to release it. Oh, there's the author there of the book too. Right there. There she is. So I really like this book. It follows Melanie. She's called Lainey in the book, is her nickname. And she lives in New York and she has family in London. And she goes back and forth to London to visit the family that's there. And she spends summers as she's growing up with family there in London, and had built a good relationship with her cousin. I think it's Gemma. Yeah, Gemma. And they've just become best friends, cousins and best friends. And one day her cousin tells her that she's engaged to his name is Jonah. He was a childhood friend of Lainey's that she had a romantic interest in. And in the book they call it a crush, but there's more to the story as you read the story. And she's devastated. She's just like, what? She's engaged to this guy and she still has feelings for him. It's not like, fully explored that, or wait, let me say, not like that. She hasn't fully expressed her current feelings for him. And so obviously she can't now, or, she would ruin her relationship with her cousin and possibly with him. And so she decides to take the high ground when they announce that they're going to get married, and she's going to be supportive of them. And she decides that she wants to be a good cousin. And so she flies back and forth to help with the preparation for the wedding, even though she still has this unresolved feelings for the groom and or the fiance. And on one of the trips when she's going back and forth from New York to London, she comes across this really grumpy man, and his name is Dr. Ridley Aronson. And he is very attractive, but very he's very aloof in terms of being conscientious about her and her feelings while they're, I think they become seatmates in the airplane. And, but the change of events, they eventually start to talk and they start to flirt, and she starts to actually, like him. And, things occur, I'm not going to spoil any of the book, that create confusion and hurt. And the book explores, the reason why I really think it's a good romance is because it has really, I feel like it has depth. It talks about loss, it talks about spousal loss, it talks about co-parenting, when a spouse is gone, the loss of a parent. It talks about, childhood relationships, and it's a really good story. And at the end, I just really wanted it to keep going. Like, I wanted to know more about these two, and I wanted to know what more happened with them. So I think that's great when you read a book and you want to hear more about it. So I'm going to return that one today so I can pick up my 2 holds. But if you get a chance, that's a good one to read. I'll touch base again with you guys because I have to pick up my son. And I'm going to read my other book, but I'll talk to you again in a little bit. Bye. Hi, I'm in the car. I'm waiting at pickup. It is so sunny and nice today. We'll see. After yesterday, it was really rainy. So I wanted to say a couple things about 54 miles. I think there's definitely a lot of
hard material. This book has had me pause. I've paused. I'm only at page, let me see if it's the right page. Yeah, I'm almost at page 100. I'm at page 98. And I have paused, meaning I have to stop reading for a second, probably more than 3 or 4 times. It's really a great book, but it's definitely hard, a hard read with the situations that the people are getting into in it. So I am enjoying it, though. It is written quite great. As you can see, I've already got flags in it. The little flags. Can you see the flags? There they are. So I've got flags in it, and I'm going to continue to add some more, I know, for sure. He's just a really, really great writer, and I am definitely invested in it. I haven't touched this. I've been so invested that I thought I was going to read this the same time. I haven't come back to this yet, so I got to get back to this one. I do remember everything that I've read, so I can pick it up right where I started. Today, I'm actually going, because it's Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday, and we have it off, I thought I would find a book that was written by an Indigenous person, and I found a really good one. Let me see if I have the name of it. I'm going to get the book from the library. It's called Night of the Living Rez by Morgan Talty. And can I see the description on here? Oh, Ella, nice burp. Nice burp. I don't think I can get the description on this one because on my lovely Kindle, I don't have Wi-Fi unless I don't have it when I'm just floating around. I wonder though. Yeah, I can't go backwards on this. So I'm gonna go pick that up from the library, and then when I get it, I'll read the description to you guys. It sounds really, really good. Kind of reminded me, I think, like of Tommy Orange. We'll see. I'll see when I get it, and I'll tell you. But I thought I'd pick that up. And of course, this is where the mood comes in, the mood reading, because that was not on my TBR. That was not in the radar. But I had this idea, and then I went to go look up books, and I saw that one, and I was like, that sounds interesting. I want to read it. So, so I had that. And I have another one that might be invading the TBR, but I'm not going to say anything about it until I definitely pick it up. I got to have the physical book. No, it's not here. The physical book in hand, and then I'll let you know if I'm going to do that. But start of the week is good. I have my car back. I don't know if I had talked to you guys. I got it on Monday, so it was a week in the shop. It wasn't a week's worth of work that they needed to do, but it is what it is. I'm still bitter about it, and I am definitely going to go through the appeal process because I do not believe that I was more than 50% responsible for this accident. I'm definitely going to be the one. I'm going to be the one. I am going to appeal. And so I have that hanging over me. I did sit this morning. They have a form that you have to fill out telling the story over again. And so I'm doing that. I filled that out this morning, and I'm going to mail that off probably tomorrow. I don't know how much time to appeal, maybe 30 days. Oh, and I'll listen to this. So the day that I got in the accident, I was going to go get my car inspected after I dropped off my son, because that was the last day. Well, that didn't happen because I ended up calling and finding out all this stuff, and then I ended up taking my car that very day to get it repaired. So I'm past due. So today I went to my local garage to go get it inspected, and I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know, but I think if they disconnected the battery while they did the work, which he told me that's what they probably did, one of the tests on here, the catalyst, the evaporative system, oxygen sensor, I think that's what and I think this EGR and or VVT system, they're not ready yet to be tested. So I have to drive 60 miles, and it can't be just like 60 willy-nilly. I need to get some highway miles. in order for them to test it. So I have 30 days to come back, and then they will retest it. And I got oops, I was gonna swear. I got a funky R. So basically, you get rejection stickers, right? I've never in my life had a rejection sticker on a vehicle that I own. So it's a black R. So the black rejection gives you 30 days to whatever the situation is, and then you come back, and then they'll give me the regular sticker. A red means you can't ride the car at all. Something is really bad with your car. And my car is fine to drive. It's actually perfectly fine. It's just that I can't test those sensors that they used to do. They used to do like they would stick something in your tailpipe and things like that. But now the cars do all of the work. And if the battery's turned off, they can't tell. So I'm just like, what? So now I have to, it's a long weekend. I'm thinking maybe I could either go up north or I could go visit my sister down south. But I'm not sure. So we got to figure out a 60 miles. And then I go, I need gas. So they got to give me the gas. And the owner says, don't fill it up. And I'm like, why? I don't know all of the science of it. But if I filled up the tank, that would also cause trouble for them to try to retest this again. So I don't know. But I'm so mortified. I told him, I go, I'm riding around with a rejection sticker. He goes, it's a black. A black is fine. He goes, there's nothing wrong with your vehicle. I'm like, oh, well, I just don't like it. So yeah, I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, hoping I don't see anybody. And they're like, and see it. And of course, nobody's looking at my car sticker, right? But in my mind, I feel everybody's looking at it. That's how crazy I am. So yeah, so that was my drama today with this car. I love this car. It's old, but it's mine, and it's big, and it's lovely, and it just has things that have to happen, but yeah, so I'm appealing the accident, and I have to go 60 miles. So maybe we'll go leaf peeping. I'll find something that we can do that's about 60 miles away that I could, I could do that and then be able to get the mileage in, and then I could bring the car back in this next week or whatever. But oh my gosh, I swear. Oh, but I have really another nice thing that happened today, or should I say one nice thing that happened today, because that wasn't really nice. I went to go and look. They have this store called DSW. They have sneakers and shoes and stuff. I haven't been in there in a while, and so I was looking for some new sneakers because my sneakers are getting a little worn out. And so I went in, and they had a whole bunch of sneakers. I tried on some. I found the one I wanted, but they didn't have the color I wanted. And it was the exact same price as if I do Amazon. So I did 2 different colors. Try before you buy. That'll come to me this week. I can try them on, pick the color I want, and then send it back. So I'm excited about getting new sneakers. But, that wasn't it. I didn't just leave there empty-handed. I went back into the boot section, and I found 2 pairs of beautiful boots, really nice and comfortable. One has just got this like eclectic look to it. It's just so funky. And the other one is just fabulous, and it's just so comfortable. And it was 25% off of each of them. So I didn't spend that much money at all for 2 pairs of boots. So yeah, so that was a good thing that happened today. And it's not boot weather today though. It's a little cool, but it's sunny. It's definitely hot in the sun, but that weather will be here before we know it. It's definitely coming. But anyway, I want to stop talking because I have to make more videos, and I'm realizing I have to pace myself in these videos if I'm going to do a vlog for the week, because I edited my last videos and it was like, what? I'm gonna have to break it into 2, and I don't want to really have to do that every time. So we'll see. So okay, so I'm gonna go now, but I will touch base with you again when I get my library book, which probably will be tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get back on today. If I do, I can. If I can, I will today. But and I will show you that book that I'm reading. And let me know if you're reading any books for Indigenous Peoples Day. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Ella, say bye. Ella? Nope. Bye. This is what I got today. So we're getting ready to have a hard frost, or our first frost. So we may be losing a lot of the plants. So I went and gathered some tomatoes today. These yellow ones are my favorite. The red ones are good. Oh, there's one with spots on it. I don't like that one so much. Yeah. But the other ones are super sweet. Oh, and there's another pepper. I might get that pepper too. It's kind of small though. Let me leave it and we'll see. Most of the other stuff, the thyme and things like that, the herbs are still coming in fine. And I'm gonna probably collect some of the rosemary because rosemary is so expensive in the wintertime. So it's nice to have that. And then also this purple kale is just, it's stunning. I'm definitely growing it again. Look at the veins on it. Like, it's just so pretty. It's a really pretty plant. And I like it next to the yellow flower, so I'm definitely gonna do that again. It just pops against it. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to collect some more stuff over the next few days, and we'll see. Hi, it's Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and we are on our week 2, and this week has kind of gone by. Last week I was really able to get a lot of different videos recorded, and I had different things that were going on and appointments and things, so this week was really a lot less, but I have been reading and really still enjoying this book. I am going to try to make some headway on it between today and tomorrow, because I would love, I don't think I will, but I would love to finish this by the end of this week, so I could start the other book. Which, did I bring it with me? Yeah, I want to really get into this one. I started it, but I didn't, I don't, all of a sudden didn't want to read both of them at the same time, especially because this one is just there's some very emotional parts in it, and so I'm just feeling like, well, I'm just gonna look, I'm taking my shoes off. I pick up, I just get really comfortable, so I want to, really take some time to kind of really absorb this book and make note of things that, I've been doing something I haven't done in a while. I flag, and sometimes I'll write in pencil and books, but this time I've been writing this in pen and just having a conversation with the book and really enjoying that, because oftentimes I will put them sometimes in my journal, or I might just have it on a piece of paper. But I really like the idea of having the thoughts in here, because I think when I come back to this, because this is one I will keep, that I will be able to like go through, find something that's flagged, and like, for example, on this page it says, "This makes me cry." That's all I wrote, like in just small writing on the page, my little handwriting that's not so legible, but I wrote that in there, and it just might toggle something for me when I come back in here. Another one that I put in here was Paul Laurence Dunbar's "We Wear the Mask" poem. That was in there, and it just reminded me to read that again, and I can see if I can, it's bad lighting here, but I flagged that reference to that poem in here. And I would probably like to talk more about that in that page too. But yeah, there's just a lot of conversation and dialogue, and I'm really loving that with the book. I feel like it's making me feel a lot of things reading it. So there's that. I'm going to the library today. I was supposed to go yesterday, but my friend came over and we just spent a lot of time just really catching up, and I didn't make it to the library to return the 2 books that I have hostage, one of which is this one, Frequent Flyers, which, if you didn't read it, read it. It's good. It's a really good contemporary romance, whatever you want to, and I just really love the story. I could see it like a little, like a rom-com movie of this, but it was a deeper, I don't know if I've already talked about this in the vlog, so if I did, just fast forward it. If not, I just feel like this was a deeper book. It has more depth. There's more grit or more substance to it, as opposed to just being, a romance. There was, a lot more discussed in here. Particularly one thing that I thought was done well was dealing with loss and the death of a spouse. And I just thought it was really, I thought they did a good job in here. I enjoyed it, and I was at the end. I really was hoping for. I was just, why can't she write another one? I wanted to see more about what's going to happen. So that was good. So I'm going to return that today, and then I can pick up the what is it? Night in the Living Res book that I was telling you, the indigenous the book written by an indigenous person. And I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna go get it yesterday, but I'm gonna get it today. I probably won't really start it. I mean, that one probably will come simultaneously with this one. That one I definitely think I can do because I think it's so different. But we'll see. But that one I would like to squeak in, and I definitely want to, I would love to start it on Indigenous Peoples Day, which is coming up on Monday. It will be kind of neat to be reading that. So maybe that's what I will do. And we'll see about that from there. But I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and I'm going to go and do some reading while I got some free time while I'm waiting. But I will check in with you guys later on. Bye. Hello. I'm back from pickup, and I went to the library to pick up those books. And so I wanted to share them. Oh, but first, wow. I can't say enough about this book. I don't know what it is about his writing, but I lost track of time, and the time waiting for my son, because he actually ended up staying later, just flew by. I didn't want to put the book down. I was so interested in the story. So another win from him for me. So the two books that I picked up from the library today, I started with this one because this one I mentioned to you the other day. I just didn't have the copy of it. And it's called Night of the Living Res by Morgan Talty. This is the cover of it. It's set in a Native community in Maine. Morgan Talty's award-winning debut collection, Night of the Living Res, is about what it means to be Penobscot Penobscot, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, in the 21st century, and what it means to live, to survive, and to persevere after tragedy. In 12 striking luminescent stories, so it's a set of short stories, Talty will, with searing humor, abiding compassion, and deep insight, breathes life into tales of family and a community as they struggle. That's Ella, you can hear in the background eating her food. Listen. Can you hear her? I have her bowl out here. Sorry. Breathes life into tales of family and a community as they struggle with the painful past and an uncertain future. A boy unearths a jar that holds an old curse, which sets into motion his family's unraveling. A man, while trying to swindle some pot from a dealer, discovers a friend passed out in the woods, his hair frozen into the snow. A grandmother suffering from Alzheimer's projects the past onto her grandson, and two friends inspired by Antique Roadshow attempt to rob the tribal museum for valuable root clubs. A collection that examines the consequences and the merits of inheritance. Night of the Living Res is an unforgettable tale of an indigenous community and marks the arrival of a standout talent in contemporary fiction. Definitely Monday I will be spending some time with this book. I'm really excited about it. Oh, and here's Ella. And I'm glad to be able to pick up the book from the library. So there's that, and if any of you have read it, let me know. The other one I got is not a book I typically would always put on here, but I saw one of the editors. No, it's the person that's the author of the book. She was doing a recipe on one of the morning shows, and I was like, yeah, I'm here for it. It made my mouth water, and so I wanted to get it. And it's called Easy Weeknight Dinners by Emily Weinstein, and it's from the New York Times Cooking. So the book looks like, and it's got what I liked about this cookbook, for starters, is it's not a huge amount of ingredients for the recipes. They're very fast, which we all want, right? But this is the chapters. I'm just going to tell you the chapter heads, which I thought was one of the things that hooked me. Truly 15-minute recipes, we promise, is one. Tastes like pizza is another. I only cook on a sheet pan, so I've done that a lot, especially in this time of year. I like to do a lot of roasted vegetables. So I'm super excited to hear possibly some more that I have not heard of that I could do in a sheet pan. This next chapter is good for freezing. One is vegan or easy to veganize dinners. And then they have handheld dinners. They have dinner party vibes, but on a Tuesday. They have one pot minimal dishes, make it spicy, And if you're really feeling lazy, oh no, excuse me, there's more. Emily's most repeated weeknight dinners at home. 5-star recipes from 5,000 plus comments. Honestly, just go make this right now. Picky kids might eat this. Easy recipes to adapt for one person. Minimum effort for maximum magic. I mean, listen to those titles, right? There's something in here for anybody, right? There's something for everyone, rather. And I always love a cookbook that has, you know, gorgeous photos to accompany like the recipes. This makes me happy. So I will be diving in, figuring out which one of these things I want to try and make. But it just looks so good. My friend was visiting me yesterday, and we made shrimp tacos that were. See, when you're outside, you get to hear all the sounds. Less control. We ate some shrimp tacos, and it was absolutely delicious. So I am going to enjoy this weekend and coming up, and this I'm going to read on starting Monday. I think I'm going to make that my goal, no matter how far I am into 54 miles, that I'm going to start this on Monday in honor of Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's what I want to check in and talk to you guys about. I'm going to go and read a little more 54 miles before I head to the gym. But I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. I'm not sure what I have planned. Listen to the birds out there. Can you hear it? I don't know if my phone will pick it up. But it's starting to get cool now, and the lighting is really crap. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow, and we'll figure out what we can talk about. All right, bye. Hello everybody, it's Friday and I am at pickup. It is really beautiful. I think today, let me see, the temperature is 65. It's 65. It started out really cold. It was, I think it went down to the 30s, but or low 40s, and then when I was up in the morning it was in the 40s, and now it's really nice. So I'm taking it for what it is. I spent some time out. We put some wood from a tree that actually fell in our yard this year. We had chopped up pieces of it, and so we put that in the chimnea, and we were sitting there, and I was reading my book. You know, when I go to describe this book to my husband, I say to, you know, I realize how like depressing or sad some of the content of the story is. And then I just try to explain to him why, even though it's sad, why I still enjoy reading this book, as well as the last one that I read by him. And it's hard to explain, because if I just, when I was talking to him, I'm like, I don't know if I would want to read that if I wasn't, I don't know. I don't mind reading it. I definitely will say, but I've had to put the book down for a minute because I'm like, oh gosh, oh no, oh no, 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 no. And have to sit with it for a few minutes before I picked it up. But never did I want to abandon this book or the story. I'm really loving how he's revisiting some of the characters from the first book and adding more detail to it. Can you see the squirrel in the background right there? Can you see his little tail flicker? Oh, he just went away. I just realized him through my rearview mirror. He was crossing in the fence back there, and he was right there. And because my partner in crime, Ella's not with me, today my other son is coming home from college for a quick visit, and he should be home in about another 15 minutes. So I didn't want him to miss or have to wait for us to get back from pickup to bring her there. So she's at home waiting for him. And when I say she gets excited, that's the understatement. Like, she goes crazy when she knows that he's coming. And when she sees him coming to the door, she just loses it. And it takes about an hour or so for her to calm down from it. Like to fully just like be like she was before. She'll be fine. In the beginning, she's a little crazy. And then it's almost like, I swear that she's yelling at him. She barks at him and barks at him, but she's still wagging her tail. So no, she's not menacing, but it's almost like, where have you been? It's the most adorable thing. And so it makes him happy, you know, to be missed and to be appreciated that way. So I left her home, so I'm here. So I guess the squirrel decided to be my little visitor today. But anyway, about this book, I am really glad he wrote this story, and I'm amazed, like I was saying, that he's revisiting old characters and he is adding depth to their story and other new details that just bring more clarity and just bring more breadth to the story. I am just really enjoying it, and I have this. am I officially over? I am over halfway through. I have this much to go. I'm on page 174. When I stop here, I'm going to do some more reading. I would love to finish this by the end of the weekend. By the end of the weekend, meaning by Monday. Because on Monday, I want to start oh, I didn't bring it with me, that new book that I showed you, what is it? Night of the Living, on the Living Res or something like that. Then the Indigenous author's book. So I would like to start that one. So if I finish this one, I can, and I'm already going to tell you right now, this is 5 stars for me. I don't even have to be at the end to know that this is going to be a 5-star read. I really enjoy his writing. There's just something about it that's very immersive for me. And when I say that, it's not cliche, or I'm not saying it, I really mean it. But that's what I'm trying to say. Because when I get off from talking with you and I start reading this, I'm so absorbed and the time goes by so fast, and my son will be out, for the weekend. And so I was so looking forward to pick up today, because I did a little reading, like I said earlier today, but I wanted to get a good chunk now, and I'm just looking forward to it. I love that's what books are about, right? Like taking you places, making you feel, making you learn things, making you want to learn more things, making you want to be a better person, helping you change your perspective. All of that is like, we all know that. You know that. I know that. That's why we read books. I mean, and it's so hard for me to understand why people don't love books. Not all people don't love that. Everybody doesn't love books the way that we as book readers do. But I am just all about it, and I just can't imagine life without them. I feel it's a blessing to be able to read, to be able to know how to read, to have access to books, to have the ability to, here goes the little tickle, the ability to be able to purchase books. Which, by the way, I've been doing really good for like the last month. The last 2 months, I want to say. I mean, I did get this one because I knew I was going to read it. But I mean, like, you know who I am, right? So it's just buying one book is not, it's not my, my norm. So I am definitely proud of myself for kind of slowing down a little bit towards the end of the year now. But I am enjoying this. I'm going to go and read this. I'm going to start the other one, like I said, and then this will be the one in the docket. And I may read those two together, because I'm still holding this. I can still recall what I've read in the first few chapters of this. So I'm ready, and I think that I will have no problem doing the two of those together. Although I have to say, I have really been enjoying reading the stories, reading books one at a time. Again, I think that our world is so divided anyway, so you know, why not? Why sometimes I feel like, why take away from this gift of an experience by trying to parse out my time and divide it between things, you know? And in one way, if the argument can be made, that is that, you know, you're taking away from the experience that this author, when they created this book, they didn't think that you're going to read this book and somebody else's book at the same time. They want you to be engaged with it. And like I said, this one is feeling that way for me. I don't want to read anything else, and while I'm reading this, I feel like I just want to stay with it and ride the story to the end. So, you know, that's where I feel like with this book. But I am not against reading too. I've done it before on many occasions. And just lately, I have been reading one at a time. So we'll see. In other words, I know I'm going to pick up the other one. We'll see. It remains to see if I'll pick this up at the same time, or if I'll wait until I finish the other one. So we shall see. I hope you have a lovely weekend. It's a long weekend. I am going to try to record on Indigenous Peoples Day for next week's videos. I'm doing them Monday to Sunday. And I realize when I'm recording this, you will have already seen the first sessions of stuff. But when I'm recording this, I still haven't posted that. I had some trouble doing some editing on the first group. And then I have to go back and fix, because I said I was going to release it on Thursday and it didn't come out. So there's the tricky part, you know, that whole fine line of making videos, and they're kind of, are they evergreen, or it's never, people aren't seeing it the day that you created it. That's whatever you're seeing was pre-recorded in the past, right? Because it was recorded, right? But I'm just like, and I'm always getting so worked up because yesterday I had company on Wednesday and Thursday. I went out with a friend. I just didn't have time to finish editing. And I was like, well, at least I can get it out Thursday, and then I could do the other one, because my goal was to have the first weeks all out on the first week, and the second week on the second week. Each week have one or two, because I'm breaking them up. That's not happening. So they'll come as they come. I'm trying to just get my mind and not beat myself up for not getting them out. They're recorded, and I'll just, you know, I'll share them as I get to them. But yeah, so I'm going to go read because I'm talking too much and taking up too much time. And I want to know how you guys are doing. Depending upon when you watch this, what are you reading? How was your weekend? I hope everybody is safe. And the southern part of the United States, and Florida in particular, that everybody is safe from this latest storm. I have family down there, but luckily they are doing just fine. And there was just some high winds, but no power outages or destruction or anything like that. So I feel happy about that. But anyway, I'm gonna go now, and I will talk to you guys soon. Let me know what you're reading, and I'm telling you, if you can handle heavy topics, it's a great book. He's a great writer, really great writer. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. It's my reading buddy.